Hello, hello, hello. Another day, another stream. But this time, we're gonna finish the sculpting, so I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let's start then. Alright, so here is our guy. So, who is this guy? We're gonna make a recap, first of all, before starting. So who is this guy? This guy is the enemy, the enemy for the game SILKROAD project, which is a game I'm developing in solo. It's a beat 'em up game, and this guy is gonna be the weakest enemy we're gonna encounter in the game. So he is part of a cult. We find a theme for the cult, which is a bird-related cult. So we wanted to give a design that is close to something that is looking like a little bit like a bird. But since this guy is really the weakest of all, we gave him a pigeon theme. So that's why he got this hoodie and this head looking a little bit funky and a little bit weird, and that's the reason why. So my computer is really slow at this moment. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pay attention to the performance of my computer. It's starting to get really slow. But yeah, so that's our guy. So last time we worked on this guy, we thought that we ended the sculpting, but actually now that I reopened this character, there is a couple of things I want to just polish a little bit more, just give a little bit more love, and mainly it's gonna be the part of the body, so the what we see, the skin we are seeing. The reason why is at the last stream we just sculpted the a little bit the definition of the muscle, especially around the shoulder, but I realized that it doesn't work really well with the cell shading style, and outside the stream I tried something else, and what I tried was to go with something more, instead of sculpting, rather more making some geometry, you know, and separate each muscle into a piece of geometry, so that we got sharp edges, sharp integration. And I think when I'm looking this in cell shading, it's looking way better than what we did. So now that I'm looking at this, I want to do the same treatment for the rest of the body, meaning that we can see the side of the torso of this guy, when we can also see the upper side of the thing too. So I just want to maybe give a little bit more love to those parts, because the simple shapes I added on the shoulder area and the upper arm, I think it gave a lot more, it made the character a lot more interesting than what we ended up at the last stream. So to do that, I'm gonna open some references for anatomy, so that's I'm not making any mistake, or not too much mistake. So I got my main option when I want to study anatomy is this book. It's a really cool book. No, thank you. Let me run. Skip. All right. And it's really cool. So, hey Dav, how you doing? So I'm going to go to bed now, but I wanted to say hi. Thank you very much. I know that it's really late for some people, so have a good night, and you'll be able to see the this in replay on my YouTube channel if you're really interested. But if not, look, I'm really glad you came by and say hi. Have a good night, man. Alright, I do not shoot this message again. Yes, right. God, come on, man. Okay, you know what? Forget about all this. I don't want to do that anymore. Please. Fucking annoying. I hate Adobe. Alright, opening that in my browser, it's gonna be fine enough. So this maybe I shouldn't put that on my main screen. I think I'm gonna keep that on my other screen because, you know, anatomy means nudity, and Twitch or YouTube doesn't like nudity at all. So might be a good idea to keep that hidden on my second screen. Another thing that could be interesting also, it's actually these books come from a website, or this one I'm gonna be able to share. So this book is coming from this website, and I found that recently they got something called a 3D viewer, which is really cool because, well, first of all, it's free. You can actually move around the model, which is really cool to study. So I'm interested in let's finish first with the arms. So let's go with the arms. Again, I'm gonna put that on my second screens, and I'm just gonna refine a little bit the arm here. So like if I'm studying at the on my references, I see that I should have this one coming a little bit higher and stopping a little bit sooner. Something like this. I'm gonna keep it duplicate, and the way I'm working is right now it's separate object, but when I'm ready and when I'm thinking that the shape is pretty good, I'm just gonna merge everything together and do a proper retopology of that. Let's go with that. It's no, I don't like the like this. Yeah, it's going a little bit higher. Like this. Is it a good idea what I'm doing? Okay. So I think it's gonna be enough for this. I just want to maybe this part is the biceps is a little bit too big. Okay. Do I want to do something under the arm? Probably it's gonna be this one that's gonna be a bit bigger here. And I think what I need to do is actually taking this one and pushing a little bit so that we got the biceps that is close to the triceps, like this. So this way we got it. Yeah, I don't really like the triceps is looking really weird. There's something wrong with it. So you know what? I'm gonna go to the my first. I'm just gonna make it. I'm not gonna separate it in two. I'm just gonna make one big triceps. I think when you see it in cell shading, it's making more sense. We have something like this. Okay, so let's go with the torso and the side of the torso. Alright, so let me bring my references. Let me find something cool for the torso. Hello Domin Wit. It's 1 AM where I live. I won't last long. I know. So that must be you're from Western Europe. I don't know, but living in Canada during the weekday, it's the only time where I can stream. It's the after works, you know. So unfortunately, during the weekend I can do the streaming in the morning, but in the weekday I'm working in the morning, so it's tricky. Okay, so to see a little bit better, I'm just gonna hide temporarily all this. No worries, it's cool. You do seem really passionate about this project. I really am, and you know what? I feel like I'm even more excited about this since I'm doing the live stream. To be honest, I was a little bit skeptical at first with the live streaming. I thought that it would take too much of my time. That's time that I wouldn't put in development, because I would have to do editing, I would have to do you know, social media and all these kind of things, and I was a little bit concerned that it would take me a lot of time, but actually it doesn't take me so much time, and not only that, it's also, I feel like it's also motivating me even more than what I was before, because the fact being able to interact with people is really cool. Actually, it's really cool. So that's why at the beginning I was planning to do 1 live stream per week, maybe 2, and now I'm I'm doing 4 per week. That's how much I like it. Okay, so let's go with the UV sphere. Let's put that here, and we're gonna do the big shape. I forgot the name of this muscle, the dorsal, I think it is. So I'm gonna sculpt, and I'm gonna activate the DIN topo, which gonna allow me to not care about topology. Like this. So I have to use the snake hook brush because the grab doesn't work with DIN topo for some reason. The snake hook is, but not the grab. So when I got a shape that is kind of close to what I want in terms of like the DIN topo did its job, I can revert to my move brush. So the idea here is I want to have this shape seen from the that we can see from the front. And I'm gonna add a mirror modifier like this. So I don't need to detail too much the back because it's covered with clothes. It's really the side which is important for me. So let's go with that, and before starting another muscle, I'm just gonna make a remesh of this to have something clean and smooth. So I'm gonna remove actually the mirror modifier, and let's go with quad count of 200. Let's go with that. Remesh, please. So it's giving me this shape. It's okay. So now when I'm smoothing it, you see that it's really it's more clean. All right. So now I can give it the mirror. Let's go with I'm gonna go with okay, the big one that is here, another big muscle group. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of all this muscle. It's something that I learned a long time ago, but I forgot everything. I'm a bad artist. So this one is going there. It's really covering all this. Tile is goes there.
The Jewel School, Wellington, Aotearoa, dropping new school fusions and archive flavors on the active 8-9 signal. Live and direct every Saturday night from 7 to 9 p.m.
So if I give the same material of the other, you see that it's already, with the shading, it's already giving something more interesting than what we had before. Just need to. Even if just the beginning, but we got some interesting shape that start to appear, which is what we want. And you see that actually it's really hidden, so that we don't have to go too much in detail, because it's really it's gonna be hidden by the clothes, so I don't want to go too much in details here. I would be losing time, wouldn't be productive. So when you activate colors, it makes world sense. Exactly. It's a new method, something that I'm not used to work, but something I discovered a little bit. It's like, if I'm for the cell shading, actually it's working better instead of sculpting, but to make it like, you know, geometrical shape like this, and separated element that is stuck in each other like this. When you activate the shading, it's looking much cooler, because it's accentuating the curves of the muscle and all this stuff. So that's why it's a better way to do this, instead of trying to sculpt the mesh. Because anyway, when we're gonna end up this, we're gonna fuse all the element together, and the goal is to keep the sharpness between each muscle group. But I think it's the proper way to do that for this guy. But it's a little bit tricky to work like this, because when you're working in gray, in the gray viewport, it's a little bit deceptive, you know. So let's save. We're gonna add. Let's go with a cube for this one, because it's just gonna be a long one. Maybe I don't even have to, for this one, to do din topo. I can just go straight with that. So this muscle, those muscle actually it's more like this. You know, again, I'm on my other screen. I'm looking at this. Oh. So now I'm trying. So I'm trying to do this purple group of muscle, where you got this. It's looking like rib cage, but it's actually not rib cage. It's actually a muscle, but. Yeah, you got the idea. It's looking like the disposition is like a fan. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do there. So we continue with that.
Hey yo, This is DJ Mr.
And I think it's taking time, but I think it's gonna be
New Zealand on Radioactive.
it's gonna add a lot to the character. I know that I thought that I was finished with the sculpt and I wanted to jump into the next step, but the more I'm thinking of this and the more I feel like if I don't do that I will start to regret it later. So so maybe, you know what, I'm just gonna merge that together, it's gonna be easier for me to handle, and I just have to make sure I'm auto masking with topology so that I'm moving one element at a time. So how do you look like? Yeah, okay, this one is way too intense. Needs to be toned down a lot. Maybe I'm gonna have to apply the subdivision, bring another one, but to have a little bit more resolution so that I can what if I'm using the flatten brush? I don't want to see the facets on. Okay. I think it's too much. Well, I think it's okay, see, if I'm looking at the a proper anatomy, you see that we have a lot of, I mean, we can count a lot of 1, 2, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even 7 muscle, but I think it's it doesn't fit the style of cel shading. It starts to become a little bit weird. So what I'm gonna do is instead I'm gonna make them bigger, but I'm gonna keep the count is okay, let's go with that. I'm gonna save it and just let's finish with the legs. So this part, so this one is to do that I'm gonna keep the no, I say I'm gonna keep an hidden, so I am dumb. Alright, it's alright. So what do we need to do for this one? We need a big muscle here. So let's go with the UV sphere. I'm gonna scale. Like this. And this one is gonna go right here to right here. Okay, so that's I'm gonna remesh it. Let's go with 200, maybe it won't be enough. Actually it is. Okay. So I need also this kind of another muscle here.
Hi, this is Larry.
Let's
Mizell.
go right
Listen to the
here.
Jewel School on Radioactive 89 FM, Wellington, New Zealand.
You got a little bit this shape. Like this, okay. Same thing, we're gonna make a remesh of that. So this one is, might need just 100 is gonna be enough. Okay, so let's subdivide it. And the last one, no, not the last one, sorry, but let's make the butt muscle, the muscle of the butt, like this, the butt muscle. So this one is going a little bit like this. I think it's really the good idea to treat the anatomy of a cell shading character this way. I think it's giving a lot more interesting details in the character. So this one I'm gonna have to work this with a symmetry. It's gonna be easier for me. Okay, let's make also a remesh. Might have a little bit too much of a big too big bed, a bed too big. Sorry. Wait a minute. Oh no. Here we go. You need to spend a lot of time on the bed, eh? That's important. Okay, and the last one I want to do, no, every time I say the last one, but it's not. we need something I'm just gonna grab this one and put it there. It's gonna be this one on the side. And we got another one, another important one that's gonna be there. You know what, this one I'm gonna try to push a little bit more, like this. Yeah, okay. Let's keep working on that. The smooth is a little bit too strong. Maybe it's time to make it just a volume smooth. So we got a clean shape. Hi, although not many people watching, keep up the good work. Thank you very much, just a human being.
Yes, Wellington, listen up. You got Benji being your speaker.
Even if there is not so much people there, I'm having fun, and I'm hoping that's you too. So thanks stopping by. Okay, let's go with that. So I want to try. I want to try to give him underpants. It can be a fun. It can be funny to give him. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try that. So let's go with that. We're gonna do a quick retopo kind of thing. Actually, not. We just make a plane, invert like this, and I'm gonna make sure that it's center on X, make symmetry like this, and we're gonna make a cut. Like this, and even. So I want to keep those face when invert, delete face. So I'm keeping this. Make a cut again. Like this. And do the same thing on the front. Making sure it's in its center. Okay, like this. Close. This maybe I'll be able to have a little bit more geometry there, making sure that all the normal are in the same direction. Should be fine. Let's add a subdivide so that now I can make a quick sculpt of this. So I want this to be really close under the this is bad. I don't know why I did let me see if I can improve the topology. Yeah, it's gonna be much easier to sculpt this way. Well, like this. Let's see with the full body on. Where are we with that? Oola. Is there a reason for making muscle after closes? The only reason is that I don't have to. I don't make all the body, the muscle, and then cover it with clothes, so we can't see it. This way I only doing the muscle that I know is it's gonna be seen, and it's not covered.
Você está ouvindo 89 Radioactive FM, Jew School com Rodrigo Nuts. Aye.
Yeah, all stars, versatile selection. Steve Spacek in the house, listening to the Jewel School, Wellington, New Zealand, 89 FM. Don't go anywhere.
I mean, why not? I mean, why not? So if I'm giving in the outline effect like this, no, like this. We should have something like this. Why not? We're gonna paint some art on this. Actually, I want it to be higher, like this. Yeah, I think it. Here we go. And with that, I want to say I kinda like it. So that's your kink, eh? I see, I see. All right. Maybe it's I should, you know what, subdivide, sculpt it a little bit. Alright, so at least there is one people who's liking it, so I'm keeping it. If there's at least one people, that's good enough for me. If anybody telling me that it's weird, it doesn't work, I would say hey. Domin with, he said that it's cool, so we keep it. All I'm saying, it's gonna be your fault now. You push me in this way, you push me on this road. Okay, and I want to say that the sculpting is done. I think the sculpting is done. You take the blame? Good. That's what I wanted to hear. Alright, so that's the fault of Domin Wit. Now it's acted. Good. Alright, so yeah. We have our guy. Is there something I want to improve in the sculpt? Go away. Hey Dinojo, how you doing? You're coming at the right time. We just finished the sculpting, man. I think it's really done. Do we want the ring on the shoulder or not? Yeah, maybe yes. Maybe yes. Okay, so since the sculpt is done, what's gonna be our next step? I'm still hesitating because I'm still learning this workflow with the cell shading. Should I do the low res? Oh, I mean the cleaning up so that we got an in-game mesh, a proper in-game mesh, or should I play with the color first? If I'm playing with the color, if I'm cleaning the meshes, will I be in trouble later? I don't think so. We're gonna clean it. We're gonna make a quick, really quick in-game mesh. So a mesh that's gonna be used in Unreal. So it's gonna be really dirty the way I'm gonna walk. It's not something you want to do for your portfolio. Don't take this as an example for your portfolio. I'm doing this way because, well, I'm kind of in a hurry actually. I'm not sure what's going on there. Is it because, oh, it must be because of the bevel. Why there is a bevel on you? I don't need the bevel. Go away. Hmm.
Yes, y'all. This is Aloe Black, and you're listening to the Jewel School, Wellington, New Zealand.
Okay. No. Just make sure that it's not clipping too much. There. Hey, there's something funky is going on there. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. So, since we're done with that, let's save our works and let's organize a little bit better our file before starting with the can get rid of a couple of things and it's gonna keep us with the file size. So we don't need we don't need the pose object anymore. It's fine, we don't need this anymore. So I'm gonna get rid of all the object there. Perfect. We want to keep the proxy, that's right. I don't even need to keep this viewport. I can merge both weapons actually, so I'm gonna make a join area this way. Okay. The proxies, do I want to keep the proxies? I don't think so. So we're gonna remove it, delete. The construction, yeah, the construction we're gonna keep it actually. Yeah, we need to keep it for now. And that's gonna be plenty enough, so let's save it again. And let's start with the with that. So for this project, there's something I realized. It's actually I don't need normal map. I don't think I need normal map for these things. I need we're gonna go pretty high in terms of resolution for game mesh, but I don't think we need to bake any normal map. The reason why, it's anything that is texture related is a little bit tricky when it comes to cel shading, because if the resolution is not high enough and you need a really high resolution, you're gonna start to see artifacts with the cel shading effect. So if I'm putting any normal map, you're gonna start to see noise. It's not gonna be sharp because of the way the texture is handled in game engine. So if the texture is the resolution is not high enough, or it's compressed too much for optimization purpose, it's gonna create artifact that I don't necessarily want. The other reason is the cel shading is actually handling pretty well anything that is simple in terms of geometry. The more you're putting details, I've found with cel shading, the more it's become noisy and difficult to read. The best thing about the cel shading is the simplicity, kind of the simplicity it's bringing, and so sometimes the normal map is not what it doesn't fit well with the style. So and the last reason, and probably the most important one, it's a lot of time. It's actually adding a lot of time, and I want to work the more efficiently possible. So I'm okay to sacrifice a little bit of quality if I can go really quick. Like I said, it's a game that is made just by me, so I need to think efficiently. I can't go with it's not something I'm doing for my portfolio. It's something I'm doing for I need to see the big picture, which is a game. It's not just one character. So for all this reason, I want to go with no normal map. We'll see if that's we will see if that's what the good the right call to do, but I prefer to not do normal map now and realizing later that I need to do one, rather than spending the time doing the normal map now and realizing it wasn't needed and having lost all this time doing so. So yeah, that's the way I'm thinking. So with that being said, what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna remove all the outline effects, so I'm gonna hide them all. It's gonna be easier for me to, and I'm gonna go one by one with the mesh, and I'm gonna optimize them. And the way I'm gonna optimize them, and again, I'm trying to go the quickest way is by using the quad remesher tool and see, and if there is any issue, starting with the quad remesh tool, if there is issue I'm gonna fix it by hand, but if not I'm gonna we'll see with the result. So let's go with that. I'm gonna apply the multi-res like this. So now I'm gonna go with the okay, now first of all I'm gonna make a copy. Okay, let's try to work a little bit more organized. I'm gonna make a copy of the of every time I'm optimizing a mesh, I'm gonna make a copy and put that in a new collection, so it's I'm not losing. If I'm making a mistake, it's not gonna be lost. On my high res, it's not gonna be lost. If I need to make some reprojection, I'm still gonna have my high res in the side, and this way I'm gonna be able to organize my scene a little bit better. So let's go with that. I'm gonna go local, or actually I'm gonna hide everything but this mesh I'm selected. I'm gonna apply the multi-res to have this, and I'm gonna do a remesh, but I'm gonna start pretty high. Let's go with 2000. Let's start with the 2000, maybe adaptive quiet count and that adaptive size 25%. All of this is I'm still learning it, you know. For me, you are watching me experimenting stuff. It's really not something that's I'm used to do, and I'm sure it's gonna work the proper way. It's me. It's more like you are watching me thinking aloud, you know. So it might be a painful. What I'm saying is it might be a painful stream for you, and I apologize in advance. Detect hard edge by angle. Yeah, maybe. Let's go with that. Let's try with it. What is the result you're giving me with these settings? Ah, that's something I forgot too. It's gonna take a lot of time too. Alright. So it's definitely too high, but you see, if I'm gonna hide it. If I'm, oh yeah, and this is really annoying with this plugin. Is every time is you see, it's not that bad. It's actually not that bad, although here it's kind of bad. What if I'm doing a volume smooth? Does it help? Not so much. What if I'm doing a weighted normal? And I put the proper. Okay, I'm gonna revert and try and go back to my high res mesh. No, not yet. Okay, so let's go with maybe 1000, see what the result's gonna be, and maybe bump the adaptive size. Did I press it? Oh. Yeah, actually, the issue is this. The adaptive quad count is really weird. It's it's really messing up the quad count. I'm asking him 1000 quad triangle and it is giving me 3000, which is the triple. He's not listening. You are not listening. But now I think that 1000 is not gonna be enough. Maybe. So let's just be. I have no idea what it's mean. I don't understand anything. What if I'm going like this? I'm saying, okay, you know what? All this is gonna be if I'm doing a big relax and then I'm saying
now she's asked out cause he's erected. Payback's a bitch and he don't respect it. And now she feeling neglected. Wow.
and then I'm saying mark sharp and doing the same thing here. Is that a good idea? That's what I want to know. Am I on something like a really cool idea, or is this a really dumb idea? It's probably gonna be a bad idea. I don't even try. I don't even want to try this. It's gonna be really bad. Okay, so I'm gonna uncheck this. 700 of the TT size. Okay. Let's remesh it. Alright. Boom. What if I'm doing another remesh on top of it with the same area ago? We got a better result.
And what's worse, radio got our young kids cursed, man. Damn.
Okay, let's see. What if we got this? I think it's better. I think we find the proper workflow. I think it's already giving better result. My main concern is if I'm putting.
What up, though? It's your boy Black Milk, straight out of Detroit City, repping with Jules.
Oh, it's working. It's working.
Keep it popping, keep it locked. All right.
Okay, now it's working. So I think this is the workflow I want to go with. What if I'm going with like what if I'm doing just a shrink wrap at the end? Like I say that I want to grab this one and it's giving me this. So yeah, I'm gonna yeah, it's better because I'm having even more contrast in the yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so I think I found the workflow I want to go with. So this way I can bring back the solidify. Although this is weird, but this is weird probably because of the shadow and the BRs on the shadow, and it's not something with the normal. Let me try. If I'm going into I'm removing the shadow, you see that the noisiness is almost gone. What if I'm doing a volume smooth? It's even cleaner. I think the volume smooth is helping. You see that this is ugly. We don't have a sharp, a nice shading there. It's really bumpy and all. And if I'm doing a volume smoothing, it's already less noisy. So yeah, I think it's helping. Let's bring that. Let's go there. And assign here. Alright, boom, boom, boom. So I think I found the proper way. It took me a lot of time, but it's gonna be useful. I want to find the proper balance between going quick and not losing too much details of my sculpt. But I think it's the proper way. So okay, let's go back to our sculpt mesh. We're gonna bring the 3 pieces, duplicate. We're gonna work in batch. So I'm duplicating this, going there. So this one, this piece, do I need to, actually this one is gonna be quick. The reason why is I just need to, actually I don't even have, I can keep this one. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna use this level of resolution, and I'm gonna cut here and remove everything that is inside because we're never gonna see it. And here we go. So this one is done. Let's do the beak. The beak is gonna be probably the same idea, so I don't need to do the quad remesh thing. I just have to apply my subdivision and maybe remove extra. You know what, the quad subdivision was a little bit high. Yeah, I can only use the level 1. I just have to rework a little bit the this part which became too sharp. So if I'm going this way, I can then go grab all these edges there, make a subdivision so that it's creating me a loop, and then push the loop like this so that it's not too sharp, and maybe bring that in like this. And you see, we're gonna do the same with you. So you, how do you look like? You look like this. I just need to keep first of all, let me do a big cut. Like this. And then what I want to keep is I think, yeah, this is gonna be enough. So I'm gonna make a cut here, so I don't need this part and this part. Okay. And do I need below this? Maybe below this. Okay. We're gonna be able to close after that the inside. I just want to first of all optimize all the mesh I already got, and then close, make a pass where I'm gonna close holes and stuff that is problematic. But I want to finish every piece of object I already got before spending time on this. Okay, so now maybe I can go even more. You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first of all I'm gonna recreate the mirror, and then I'm gonna grab all this, make a subdivide, select those points, and try to have something a little bit more round, so that it's the intersection is less jagged. To remove the end gun, I'm gonna put a triangle modifier, so you see that it's gonna triangulate, automatically triangulate all the end gun. So if I'm creating an end gun, it's gonna triangulate it automatically. So this way I'm making sure that I'm never forgot end gun. Blender is going to do that for me. Thank you, Blender. Alright, so we already finished the head. Oh no, I said we almost finished, but it's not true. We need to do stuff with this. So let me bring back the low collection. Okay, this one I'm gonna handle this. I'm gonna remove the subdivision modifier, and because the resolution on the loop following the curve is really high, so I don't need more, but I need more transversal loop. It's too cubic. The profile is too low, so what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna select all my loop and making sure that make a ring and making sure that it's the curves are more smooth. I don't like this angle there, so I'm just gonna relax. No, you don't want to? Wait a minute. Huh? Oh, okay. Okay, you don't like it when you here we go. And you have still the subdivision. So I'm gonna reduce the thickness. The thickness is way too high. And so, like I said, I want to add at least one loop. I'm gonna remove these faces I don't need. And so now I can select the opening, then select the rings, and if I'm using circle, it's gonna transform that into circle, and I got a clean, you know, a clean yeah, a clean profile. That's the word I was looking for. It took me a long time before it came to me, eh? Let's do the same thing for those guys. This one I'm just gonna remove. It's gonna create an end gun, but I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared of the end gun. I'm a big boy. Alright, circle, thank you. Thank you. And maybe this one might need just a bevel here. Here we go. Alright. Yeah, okay. No, we're gonna go with that. Let me bring the outline effect, something here. Let me check it like this. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. So make a save. Okay. Let's go back to our sculpted objects. Let's continue the pass. So let's go with the hood here. Duplicate, put that in my low collection. And so this one is gonna have the remesh treatment.
Yes.
Yeah, this one is gonna need the remesh treatment.
This is Crewman Spot, aka DJ Koji from Chinese Sport.
Let's keep exactly the same parameter. Let's see the result it's giving me.
New Zealand.
Ooh, damn. Okay, okay. My bad. It's because I need to, before launching the remesh, I need to remove the solidify modifier. So let's go again. Ah, sorry, Blender. Here we go. Maybe a volume smooth. Okay, let me bring back the solidify, the outline. How do you look with the proper material on? Not so bad, just need to be assigned the proper... Okay, okay, not... I can also live with that. Maybe just to finish we're gonna put a shrink wrap modifier like we did. Actually I should have, yeah, like we did with the other hoodie. So this way what it's doing is this, it's giving me a little bit more contrast. And by doing so, let me see. What do I prefer? Do I have a preference? I think I'm gonna apply it and make a volume smoothing, and it's gonna be enough for this one. Alright, let's keep working on this, and this is really the tedious part of modeling. So this is the part where I'm gonna lose a lot of spectator, I guess, but it has to be done, and this way people can see it's not always fun. You have to go through this kind of boring stuff. It's part of the character artist life. So I'm just let me see like this. I just want the level 1 is gonna be enough. It's gonna be plenty enough. I'm gonna apply the solidify, so this way yeah, you know what, let's go with that, and maybe I can bring back the symmetry so that it's gonna be easier when I'm gonna do the oh, you know what, no, alright, this way, alright, it's already done, bit simple. So we are at 13,000 triangle already. I'm gonna try to stay into under 100,000 polygon triangle. I think it's pretty high, but if it's too high, there is way in Unreal to make LOD and decimate it directly into Unreal. So if I found out that it's a little bit too much for my game, when it's gonna be time for optimization, I'm gonna be able to apply some treatment on this. So I'm not really concerned about that for now. Okay, so you we're gonna go with you. Oh, you are inverted. There we go, much better. Okay, so you same thing, eh? Let's apply the multi-res. Let's kill the solidify for now, and let's make a remesh. So we need to find something that is close to this. We need to find a proper setting that we are close to this kind of resolution. So, well, let's go with 700. Maybe it's the right number. So really, again, for people that's coming to this stream and for people that's learning with those stream how to make a character, this is not the correct way to do character, and especially low res in-game mesh. Never do this method and put that in your portfolio. It's really bad. It's really an unoptimized way to do stuff. The reason why I'm doing this is it's because I'm not making a AAA game, and I'm doing a game alone and all by myself, and I need to find a lazy way to do stuff, because I need to find to be the quickest possible doing my stuff, because I'm working on this during my spare time. I'm not even working on this project full time, so it's important for me to be as much as lazy I can be, just before it's not even suitable. You know, it's not even. It's too much for Unreal to handle. So that means I know that my project is gonna be far from being optimized. So there's gonna be trade-off that I'm gonna have to do on the graphical side. So that's why it's never gonna be a AAA game. It's never gonna be even a AA game. You know, don't expect this game to be to have really fancy graphics and all, and the reason is why it's because of what you're looking right now. It's because I'm making trade-off in terms of optimization and quality for speed. So I'm accepting the fact that I won't be able to activate all the fancy features in Unreal because I'm making this trade-off. So I'm saying all this to make sure that if there is, I don't know, students looking at these streams or people that's learning 3D and want to make a career out of it, this is not the proper way to do a retopo. This is really not the proper way. This is the lazy way. But if you want to work in a AAA game, if you want to work in the industry, in a good company, you won't make friends doing what I'm doing right now. So just so you know, the proper way would be to do the proper retopology, which means redoing, depending on the mesh, but redoing it hand by hand. Or actually, you could use you could use something like the zero remesher or the quad remesher like I did, but you have to after that clean it, which I'm not doing because it's taking time, and I'm jumping to the next mesh. But if you're going with the quad remesh way, and if you want to use that for making a proper topology, there is a cleaning pass that needs to be done if you want to be a professional. And obviously you see that I'm not doing the professional I'm not a professional on this stream. Alright, let's put a shrink wrap again like before, putting that before everything else, grabbing this, volume smoothing. Yeah, the volume smoothing is maybe a little too intense, and I'm losing a lot of sharpness here. So this might be one of those examples where I really need to clean it this time, because it's really destroying my mesh. So I need to maybe spend a little bit more time on this area. It's all about choosing your battle, you know. I put it in front. Okay. Because I really want to keep, you know, these folds, and if I'm doing a volume smoothing, I'm losing everything there. So that's one of those moments where I'm like, okay, you know what? This time it's beneficial if I spend a little bit more time cleaning this up. So yeah, fun night, huh, today? Really fun night today. Okay, and let me... So I'm gonna bring back the shrink wrap modifier. Like this. So that every time I'm creating new vertices, it's gonna snap automatically. Like this. And I'm gonna call this topo. So just making sure that the... you know what? It's gonna be better. I'm spending time because I really want the silhouette on this side to have enough resolution so that it's not too sharp. And I think it was too sharp before doing this. So maybe I can just do a volume smooth. No, it wasn't. Okay. Oops. Okay, like this. I'm gonna bring triangulate modifier so that I'm making sure that I've got no end gun, and I'm gonna put that before the solidify. So let me see. I know what this one is really. Okay, that should be enough. So let me put the correct material, and we're gonna reactivate the solidify everything, and you see now that's much better. Maybe because you see that there is some weird shading, and it's because of the normal. Maybe I want to bring something called the weighted normal and see if it helps after the solidify, and I think it helps a little bit. It definitely helps, or maybe I just want to to do an auto smooth, but this time I want to remove. The auto smooth is not working with the modifier? Oh, I thought it would be. Okay. Damn. Okay, well, let's go with that. I don't want to lose too much time with that. The thing is, I'm losing a lot of details compared to this one. Maybe I need to mark sharp. Actually, you know, mark manually some of the yeah, it's helping. I think it's helping. So if I'm going there, okay, it's helping a lot. Let's go with that. Okay. I think I don't have more choice actually. Yeah. I'm gonna have to live with that, I think. It could be way better, but at this point I need to act a little bit more faster. Oh, this is really bad. This is actually really bad. Okay, next. I need to go faster than that. I don't want to spend too much time on small stuff like that. So next it's gonna be this piece. So it's gonna be this piece, and then it's gonna be the end of the stream, I think. It's already almost 2 hours. So again, let's duplicate, let's bring it into our low collection. Apply the multi-res, remove the solidify. Let's make a remesh, but this time let's go with something really low, like 200 might be enough. Okay, let me see. Let me do a remesh again. Okay, we're losing a lot. We're losing a lot of detail here. So this one is gonna need also, I think we can cut it. We're gonna need to do it by hand too. So let's go. We gotta do what we gotta do, right? Well, actually, okay, this is really bad, for example. Trying to make a little bit of optimization there, here and there. You know what, forget about that. It's not a good idea, I think. Retopo is so fun. So fun. Okay, you know what? It's gonna be enough. It's gonna be enough. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on stuff that doesn't need it. Just making sure that just making sure that everything is on top. I think it is. Let's apply the shrink wrap. Let's bring back the solidify, the outline. The outline is gonna need to have the proper weight. And let's bring the so yeah, now we got the issue that it's sinking into the it a little bit. Should I put... Let me see. Okay, should I put a weighted normal on him? I guess it helps. Let me see with the proper shading. Okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be enough. And with that, it's gonna be the end of the stream. So the good news, we finished the finished the sculpting, which is cool. So that's mean we took, which is it? It's the 12th. I think it's the 12th stream. So if I'm doing 2 hours per stream, so that's mean 2 hours. So that's we spent 24 hours doing the design plus the sculpting. So in terms of work day, so that's mean it only took me three work days to do the design plus the sculpt, which is, I think it's really good. It's the proper, it's the right rhythm. I think we could almost have a character in 1 week. The modeling at least. So that's mean in 5 days. I'm trying to think like if I was a freelance artist and I was trying to charge, you know, the client, how many time I would charge. So that's mean that for what you're seeing right now here, it took me only 3 days, which is really cool. I think I'm happy with the rhythm it took me. I'm happy with the time I'm spending on that on this. So that's mean it's still taking a lot of time. It still mean that it's gonna take weeks and weeks to have multiple character for my game if I'm just working on this during my spare time, but still it means it's manageable. That's what I want to say, if I'm keeping this freedom. Okay, so that was the good news. The bad news is now we are entering in the most boring part of the modeling of a character, which is the readable. In my opinion, it's the most boring, the most boring part. But it's need to be done. It's not something that we can forget. We can skip. So bear with me. Next stream we're gonna keep doing the in-game mesh. So we're gonna do this kind of retopo kind of things. It's gonna be a boring stream, the next one. So if you want to cheer me up, you will be the most welcome. I will probably need a lot of cheering, but in the meantime, I'm wishing you a good night and a good end of weeks. See ya, bye.